Yeah, sorry, my stream broke down. But yes, I was anticipating a bullish movement. Initially, I had thought this to be my short-term high. We broke above that. We came down below into this fair value gap over here. Very small, but it's there. And as you can see on the 3 minutes, we've got another fair value gap in here, which price is currently respecting. Just to mark that out quickly for you. Got this to here, and the borders, as you can see, are staying right within there. And we had our buy side target as the consecutive highs up here. If price doesn't hold with this bias, we would have our stop at this low. And should price get there, that's when we would admit that we've had our bias wrong. Let me just delete this. Alright, so we can see price moving nicely up there on the US 30. Nasdaq still taking its sweet time to get a crack on there. And S&P is showing similar signs to Nasdaq, but it's also holding quite well. We've got a fair value gap there that was taken at just after 3 within our fair value gap range. So I would obviously expect this low to be holding and for price to go further higher. So looking at our Nasdaq, we are now in a 3-minute fair value gap formed after we also took this as with the bodies. In the event that we entered here, this low would now be the one in effect. Okay, so you can see for this range, if we are bullish, we did take sell side liquidity within equilibrium. Sorry, in discount, rather so below 50%. The first fair value gap we see will be this one, and that was taken. So my anticipation would switch to a more bullish from the bearish that we had, especially given that the higher time frame premise for me is still bullish. So looking at the 5, the 4 fair value gap here, but it's not above this. Shuffle through the time frames. That fair value gap seems to be holding. Just change symbols there. Okay, so S&P seems to be moving along nicely. We can see that it's got fair value gaps that are holding throughout. There we go. So I'm just opening the YM just as a confluence to what NQ and SP are showing me. Okay, SP is sweeping up. So just looking at this model, I haven't taken sell side liquidity, anticipating a buy setup. Looking at a lower time frame. I would have been in a situation where, let me just delete this, place a buy stop right below or at the price level of this green candle. So just placing that over here. Sorry, I think I missed that. Just over here. Stop below the low. There. So 1-to-1 is profitable, guys. But what I'm trying to show you in this case would be my 5 pip target. So you can see how we are approaching the target, and the stop would have been 2.8, 3 pip target, 3 handle target for stop. Nasdaq casually just hanging around. There's this consolidation thing happening over here. Whoa. Okay, so Dow has taken its most recent swing high. On the buy side as a target, kind of close on the 2 minute, 3 minutes still bullish, 4 minutes seems to now be turning to bearish. So we'll just keep watching as price keeps falling there. put an order block here. Could be partials over here, partials here. Let's look at the daily. Okay, so we've still got much room to go as this is just the London session. We could see price drop down into here to reach into the consequent encroachment, possibly. Or it could just as well go up without reaching down into there. Both are possible. Okay, so looking at the 5 minutes, we seem to be on a bullish track now with nice NQ. We just dropped down to my favorite time frame to analyze from. Let's do it on the 3 here. Just play some ICT motivation over there.
Is changing. The way we do business, the way people are going to work, the way we have careers, that's all changing right in front of you right now. And I'm here to tell you that the shit you're learning ain't going to change. It's either there is no markets or everything I'm teaching you will keep fucking working. So stop worrying about that. Use the time, pour into yourself, invest in yourself. Because the only thing you're doing is kicking the can down the road farther and farther by you not just tearing into this saying, I'm going to do this. It's going to probably take more time than I want it to, but it's okay because I have set a resolve in my heart, in my spirit, in my mind. I'm not changing. I'm not deviating. And a motherfucker out there going to tell me that this ain't for me because I know it is. The more somebody tells me it ain't for me, the more I'm in love with it. It just means that you can't fucking do it, and it's going to be even more better once I get there and you get to witness it. And I don't have to rub your fucking nose into it. You're just going to see me live better by it. That's the best revenge. That's the best revenge for your naysayers. The people that say, you aren't going to be successful at this. Don't bother. You're going to lose your money. You're going to do this. You're going to waste all this fucking time. Laugh at these motherfuckers under your breath. 2 years from now, shit's going to be different for you. It's going to be totally different for you. Everybody else is going to be struggling to find another way to make their fucking ends meet. You got this. You got this. Every fucking Monday to Friday, there's an opportunity for me. Just like there's a work day for everybody else. In a couple days, everybody's going to fucking work on Monday. And they had to fucking work until Friday just to get the same thing that they got the previous week. Time stolen. You prostituted your life for somebody else to say this is what you were worth to me. And what did you lose in the process? You didn't see your wife. You didn't see your husband. You didn't see your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your kids, your friends. You didn't have peace of mind or relaxation whatsoever. You're fucking stressed out because you're in debt and you have no way out. Folks, it isn't for everybody, but for everybody that wants to dig their heels into it, it is for you. It is for you. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't do this. You can. It's hard as fuck to get through what you do to yourself. When you stand in front of yourself and you say, what's the point of me doing this? Or I failed yesterday, or I failed last week, I should just give up. Who's stopping you? The market didn't. Your friends aren't right. Your co-workers aren't right. Carl's not right about you failing in this and also just warm up and
fucking
tie
Carl.
yourself up to the company just like he is. Company man, Carl. It's you. You have the control of sticking with this, come hell or high water until you get it,
Yes.
or stopping. There's nothing out there, folks. There's nothing out there that's going to be an impediment to you succeeding but you. It's just time and effort. You have to make an effort, an honest effort. Not, well, I took some notes in 5 pages of scribble bullshit. And ICT's full of shit because, here's my proof, here's my notes. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. That's not effort. That's bullshit. Getting in here, showing up every day, doing back testing, getting data collected. How many times does this form? How many times does it perform? How many times does it develop a setup at this specific time? How many times does that happen over the course of a week, of a month, in the course of a year with one asset? And realistically think to yourself, if you just got one of those opportunities over the course of the week and you stopped, you exercised due diligence and discipline and said, I don't need to do more. I don't have the experience yet. So if I can get this, I'll stop and study the rest of the week and go at it again the following week. That's a winning trader. That's a fucking market maven. That's somebody that has absolute control over themselves. When 99.9 motherfucking percent, 99% of these fucking traders out there, whether they're profitable or not, they don't really have control of themselves. When I was becoming a student of the markets in 1992, really putting an effort into it, not when I was 15 years old by my uncle showing me charts. If I wanted to be real and tell you when I really started looking at price and shit like that, it would be when I was 15. I'm not being, in my opinion, genuine enough to say, okay, my concern, because I didn't give a fuck at that time. At 15 years old, I was worried about martial arts and girls. That's what I was worried about. So markets were completely alien to me. I didn't care. But when I started working a job and hated it, wasn't making very much money, it fell into my lap again, saying, okay, well, there's probably a sign to this. I turned my nose to it when my uncle talked about it. He made money with it. So, apparently I must be meant to do this. So I reacted and started digging into it in 1992. But it wasn't until November 5th of 1992, on a Thursday evening at 9 p.m. in my aunt and uncle's family room, that was the moment. That was the very birth of Inner Circle Trader. That was the day I said, I am going to learn how to do this. I might not be a success in real estate. I might not be a success in sports. I maybe never opened up a martial arts dojo like I wanted to when I was a teenager. There's a lot of things I thought I was going to do, and some of the things I tried to do and failed. And I just said, I'm not interested in those things anymore. This here, I never said I fucking give up. I had to quit and take breaks because I couldn't deal with the pressure I was placing on myself. And maybe that's what you do too. But quitting's not a fucking option. You have already been infected with this. So you might as well just fucking roll your sleeves up and say, okay, I know I want to do this. I know everybody else around me says it's bullshit. It's a pipe dream. And it's going to be so hard to learn how to do it. And guess what? Everybody that's ever made money in this thought the same thing, and their friends and family and influences around them were saying the same thing. What was different? They told them to go fuck themselves. I'm not listening to you. You didn't do this and make money, or you didn't do this and fail and learn anything from it. You're just telling me from your fucking Carl perspective, you're a 9-to-5er, okay? You're a 401k, American dream, get into a fucking 30-year mortgage debt, pay all this fucking interest, and consider that success. I don't listen to people like that. I've never listened to motherfuckers that do that. If you're going to work and you have a good job, you aren't a fucking mentor to me. If you have a good career and you go to work for somebody else, you're not a fucking mentor to me. Because you're not going to teach me any fucking thing that I want to do. I never wanted to fucking work for these people that I worked for. I never wanted to work for them. I never wanted to do that. I wanted to go to school, get an education, computer science, information systems specializing, and be a systems analyst. And I wanted to get some experience at a firm, and then I was going to branch off and have my own firm. I was going to do that. That was what I was going to do. My whole point of living this adult life was to be an entrepreneur, my own person. Fuck working for somebody else. And this right here, my friends, this right here, this industry that you're listening to this goofball talk to you about right now, that sounds like he's hopped up on fucking goofballs. This is the last bastion of free enterprise.
Okay. Okay, guys. As I was saying, could take partials of this order block over here. Oh, as you can see, price just seems to start to want to roll down now. Right. We have reached the end of my trading session. I only trade from 3 to 4, so I would have held to up to here. As you can see, price just to us back into fair value gap over here. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. But as I was saying, I only trade up to 11. I'm not sure if I'm still live. Something happened with my laptop here, guys. But as I was saying, that we, could take partials up here and the higher highs, but I only trade the silver bullet ranges, so 3 to 4, and I'll be back again at 10 a.m. for the New York AM session.